I'm Emma Bernard, and I am directing and devising the lantern project that we're doing, which is called Upon This Rock, which is a new piece for Peterborough. What I do generally is I'm a theatre director and opera director as well, and I mostly work with people who are not experienced at going on stage. So my job is a lot about coaxing people on stage who might be a little bit shy, but I do that because I have that's my particular interest. I think what people actually bring as people on stage is fantastically interesting to me. So in the case of Peterborough, we are looking for a group of people who are, if you like, representatives of the city. And it's always very hard to define a city. What is it? And in this case, we sort of spoke to the council about what the demographic kind of makeup of the city, and came up with this kind of snapshot of a group of people that we would like to meet who could come and be part of the performance, telling their own stories, being involved in the music aspect of it. So the piece that we're making is called, it's called Upon This Rock, which the title is taken from the kind of motto of the coat of arms of Peterborough. It's a piece of music, essentially. That's at the core of it is a newly composed piece of music by the composer that we're working with, Jonathan Baker, which will be instrumental and choral. These 4 lantern parades, we're working with 4 different schools who are making lanterns for them. These 4 lantern parades will parade into the town square, into the cathedral square in the centre of Peterborough, and meet. So each of them brings their individual kind of identity musically, and to some extent culturally, depending on what their kind of area it is. They come into the square and they are confronted by this band who are playing this piece of music, and what happens is that the parades kind of slot into that piece of music and become part of it. So they have their own kind of identities, and then they kind of slot in and become part of this much bigger piece of music altogether. And within that piece of music, what happens is that there's 4 parade leaders. These are my representatives of Peterborough from each parade, so 16 people in total, will come onto the stage and will, if you like, be the soloists, I suppose, in the piece. So that might be that they would sing something, but it's quite likely that they would say something with a musical underscore, or they would start something off which then leads into a bigger song that everybody joins in with. And the idea is that the kind of the material of the piece is the place, really, and the place represented by this kind of diverse, interesting group of people. And I've just been meeting them. People have been coming in to meet me and tell me